Ladies and gentlemen, well, today we're here at Randy Cycles, and they are generously sending us out on a little quick ride on the 2023 Zero DSR. This bike is their adventure bike. You can have panniers, you can have all those wonderful things. This is a belt drive, claiming 100 brake horsepower, 166 foot-pounds of torque. And it's got a relatively tall seat height, but I'm still looking forward to jumping on it and seeing how it rides down the road. We are gonna have a blast on this ride, I think. So, for me, I'm 5'9", weigh 220 pounds, and I'm gonna use the foot peg to get on this bike. I'm gonna throw my leg over. There we go. Yeah, 5'9". I am on the balls of my feet on this bike, and it's not bad, since this is an electric bike. Kickstand up. We are in sport mode. And we're going to get on the road. That is the weirdest thing in the world. But, oh my God, that is so weird. No clutch. So we're going to be using a little bit more rear brake. Natural reaction is to go for the clutch. You know, honestly, it's the natural reaction. And obviously this has no clutch. This has no there's no gears. It just twist the throttle and go. It's a scooter. And the thing is, it's a scooter, but it's insanely powerful scooter. Set the cruise, 59 miles an hour. Want to go off cruise? Rear brake. Rear brake is really solid too. Really solid. This bike is interesting. Having no clutch is odd. I mean, I've ridden a DCT transmission from Honda, which also had no clutch. It's different. It's a different feeling on the bike, but I can see the allure. I mean, right now, just in town, in city, if I was in that kind of environment, this bike would be very much at home. Stand-up position is flawless. I mean, I'm serious, it's flawless. If I was going to be riding for a long period of time, this bike would do it. It does have street tires on it, and I'm not a big fan of that. I wish it had knobbies from the factory. Well, not knobbies, but give me some, you know, a little bit more off-road capable tires is what I want on an ADV bike, especially for a bike like this, because it costs $24,495. This bike is not cheap. And I was talking to the dealership. I was talking to Randy Cycles, and he was mentioning to me, yeah, you can get about 160 miles on this bike in certain conditions. I like the hand grips. They got this tactile feel to it, and it's really nice. Really nice. God, it's so weird not having a clutch. It's instantaneous. The speed. It's instant speed. It's crazy how much just kind of instant speed you get on this bike. Brakes are really solid. I mean, it brakes really well. I'm getting a lot of kind of crosswind today. for a bike, for the weight of this bike, I mean, this has a 17.3 battery in it, and claiming a wet weight of 400 or 550 pounds, 560. I guess I believe I mentioned it, but maybe I didn't. But it doesn't feel that heavy. It really doesn't. It feels like it weighs about 500 pounds because all of that weight is positioned down low on the bike, and man, it's so good. Crazy fast. Wow. And there's no doing that. There's no engine's noise. There's nothing. It's just the wind. Oh, wow. This is wild. Absolutely wild. How this bike reacts. And the handling is spot on. I mean, I'm getting used to the bike, trying to understand how its characteristic is. But, oh, wow. The handling is spot on. It's spot on. It really is. I mean, as I'm looking to the corner, the bike is right there. Oh my God, you can't even hear it, I don't think, but the whine this bike makes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Kind of detunes itself once you get to a certain speed. Like 0 to 60 was really quick, but once it got past that, it started tuning itself down. So you weren't getting the maximum acceleration at that point. So while 0 to 60 was immense because it just kind of goes, oh, still, yeah, as a motorcyclist and as a guy who loves to listen to the engine and loves the feeling of the engine and the vibrations at times, I get it. You gotta ride it to truly feel it. It's so different, and it's really good. Yeah, I'm full throttle and it's cutting its own power. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. The future is a bright one. Wow. I'd give you an engine rev, but it doesn't have one. If you've never ridden a Zero, if you've never ridden an electric motorcycle, You gotta try one. You really do. It's an experience that you can't explain, and I highly recommend it. Ladies and gentlemen, Zero DSRX 2023. You gotta try one. You gotta try one. Everybody, stay safe, and as always, enjoy the ride.